Welcome, my healthy habit highwares, to a new MCI Monday check in. I hope your weekend was fantastic and I hope you're ready for this new habit coming your way. Track what you eat. Now, guys, this is an interesting one. Um, Back in the day, and I'm dating myself a little bit here, but about 20 years ago, when I started training people, people would ask me for nutritional advice. The first thing that I would make them do is do a food log. Let me know exactly what you're eating so I know what we're working with. A lot of people still do this, and I have in the past as well. There are pros and cons to it. One of the cons is that if you're going to write down what you eat, if you're really going to be honest, write down or track what you eat, it usually already changes how you eat. Now, is that a bad thing? Not really, right? It just brings more awareness to your food. And that is the big pro here. The big pro is that if you really focus on exactly what you eat during a day, during a week, or this time even during a fortnight, it'll make a massive difference. Now, there's a few ways you can go about this, and there's a couple of ways that I um, would suggest you do, and there's a couple, well, really one way that I am not a great fan of, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. Let's start with the one that I'm not a great fan of, and that's weighing everything and counting everything down to what we call the macro. Now, macros: protein, carbs, fats, and alcohol. Those are your macronutrients. And what people do, they give themselves a target of, I want to hit 2,500 calories today. Of those 2,500, I want 40% to come from carbs, I want 30% to come from protein, I want 30% to come from fats, and zero from alcohol, naturally. And they register everything they eat, try to make it fit their macros. So if somebody tells you, oh, that doesn't fit my macros, it means that I can't really fit it in. I've already exceeded my level of carbs or fats or proteins for the day. Now, does this work? Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. It also puts you in a position where you have to be very, very front and center with your nutrition all the time. And most of my clients who have done it have kind of gone like, I don't want to do that again. Like, it makes me way too anxious. It makes me way too involved with my nutrition. I'm counting everything, I'm weighing everything. That's not how I want to live my life. And you shouldn't have to. Um, you can get great results without counting and weighing everything you eat. I used to do this. I used to actually weigh everything, record it in a little notebook, all cute and stuff, whenever I needed to start losing weight to make weight for my sport. However, after 2 or 3 weeks, I'd stop because I pretty much know what I'm eating, and I can go from there. Um, so that's one way to go about this tracking your food. Another way is just have a very global log, is in instead of going like, all right, I had 55 grams of peanut butter, to say, nah, a teaspoon of peanut butter. Instead of weighing every single bit of the salad out individually, just say, yeah, the Caesar salad, right? It still gives you a very, very good idea of what you ate without being too anal retentive with it. Um, and then there's one that I also really like, and that is a food log by picture. So whenever you eat or drink something during the day, snap a picture of it, put it in a file, and you can scroll through and have a bit of a look. By now, you should have a pretty decent idea of what you should be eating, portion sizes, but also get a bit of an idea of, okay, that's protein, those are vegetables, those are fats, that's a bit of a mix. And then you can go through your pictures of the day and really see, like, okay, am I actually hitting my target portions? Am I actually having what I'm striving to have? If you do this for, well, a fortnight, you get some really good data. And that's all that is, right? This is not a personal affront. If you had some Maltesers, like, that doesn't make you a bad person. It's just data. And if we are okay with having those Maltesers, that's absolutely fine. If you want to improve it, you can use that log that you're keeping to go, okay, that's interesting. Every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. I'm having crap food. Why? Well, maybe you have a meeting with the boss at 4:30 and he just drives you nuts and you just need something to blow off steam. Well, that's very, very valuable information because now you can plan for it and you can adopt better habits. You can have some better snacks with you that are not going to mess your goals up as much as the Maltesers or any other sort of chocolate or lolly would. So, um, you pick whether you want to go with weighing and measuring everything, or if you want to have a global log, or if you want to have just a food log. Now, if you do go with the weighing and measuring thing, there's an app that I would recommend, MyFitnessPal. It's the best I've used. Um, and with a little bit of initial time to set it up, I think it'll really do the trick for you. If you do the global log, just anything really, you can just write it down or you can just type it in to even a spreadsheet or on your phone. And a picture log, well, that's the easiest one. It's going to take you the least amount of time, but do really take care that every little thing you eat, even if it's just a handful of this or just a little bit of that, you take a picture of it. So really try to bring that awareness of what exactly is going into your body. And I would advise you to also do this for fluids. Don't skip those. All right, guys, I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions, as always, I'm here for you, happy to help. If you need to have a bit of a call to see how you're progressing, let me know. Always here for you guys. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.